Welcome back to our Bluesy Water channel. We have a playlist for treating the neck, and there's a couple of add-ons I want to talk about today. One is very simple. It's this shiatsu neck massager. It's $12 on Amazon, and it has various positions that you can adjust. It's pretty intuitive. You just play with it and reach back, and you can mobilize the vertebrae. You can lock in and move your head, and just from mobilizing the vertebra alone, it's really good. And anyhow, you just find various positions and work it. Very simple tool, feels great, and $12, highly recommend it. Alrighty, so the second tool is the iteracare. The second tool is the iteracare Terahertz wand. So I've been using this for about 2 months, and this essentially blows terahertz frequency onto the body, and we have several videos on this. The terahertz frequency is above microwave and below far infrared, and they found it to have a lot of healing properties. This was developed in China. It took about 3-4 years of lots of research, and this is the 4th generation wand. This is the company information on the wand. So it has terahertz frequency, scalar wave frequency, and optical quartz. It has an optical quartz in the device. So I'm going to leave this on the screen, and you can pause here and read this, and just hit pause and read this information. And how does it work? And once again, hit the pause button and just read this information. Okay, so it's best to just experience this technology, and there's quite a bit of testimonials that people have given. I did notice, and this is why I'm doing this video on the neck, my neck is way better. I was in a lot of pain all the time, so it seemed to help with the nerve, the sensitive nerve inflammatory state, what I would call somewhat of an osteoarthritis state that I was in. Now, I still continue to do other therapies for the neck. That's in our neck teaching video, so this is included with. But the way I frame this is a cell therapy, and in recent times I've been looking for therapies that are what I call cell permeable, and I want to bring up another chart so that discusses various cell therapies. Okay, so this is what I call pros and cons for key holistic therapies. Now, a lot of these therapies definitely work at the cell level, and we'll put a link below to this chart. But this is sort of my outside-in treatment protocol and my inside-out treatment protocol. You treat macro from the outside, strategic bodywork protocols, which this vibration machine rapid release is. It also can get to organs, lymph. It's very comprehensive. But then if you're trying to get, in other words, this is where you could do structural alignment, organ work, lymph work. But when you need to get deeply within the cell, you're looking for therapies that are very permeable and will permeate through resistance. So let's say you have a very toxic liver, you want to make sure you can get to all those liver cells. That's the goal that one looks for in these cell therapies. The next question one needs to ask is, what's the action of this therapy? What can it do? What can it do? And then another question one needs to ask is, how long do I have to do it for? The longevity of the therapy per session. How much time will it take to get results? And these are the type of questions one is looking at. So the wand is all the way down here. It is a cell therapy. It goes deep into the body. It's very permeable, and it will get deep into the cell. That is why my neck is doing way better, because of the permeability. Now, what's the action of this therapy? Well, essentially, the terahertz frequency, as it says here, stimulates whole body healing, as this is indeed a frequency food for every cell in the body. In other words, it stimulates cell repair, basically. It has some stem cell activity going on, cell repair. It helps the body get rid of toxic cells, grow new cells. Very simple. It is like a frequency food. Is it anti-inflammatory? Is it pro-inflammatory? It's kind of in the middle. In some ways, it reduces inflammation. On the other hand, it does have a high heat blower, and that can be aggravating if someone has a lot of inflammation to begin with, and then you could turn it down to the cooler setting. So unlike hydrogen, which is straight out anti-inflammatory, this therapy I find stimulates cellular healing more rapidly than hydrogen in the short term. Hydrogen is sort of a slow and steady cell food, very good on inflammation. But if you need a more rapid repair on an injured area, this seems to stimulate cellular healing quicker. So we right here helps with cell repair, inflammation, stem cell stimulation, pain and inflammation. Again, if somebody has a lot of inflammation, you can turn it down to a cooler setting. Everything in terms of treating oneself, you really need to do a self-assessment. How old are you? What's going on in your body? Do you have a lot of inflammation? Do you not have enough fire? Let's say you're low thyroid and you're cold all the time. Then you need more fire element, and you need to correct your thyroid. Now, again, the pros on this therapy is it gets through to every cell. It has all these healing actions we just discussed. And the longevity of time, and this is where I would say it depends on each individual, but you need to put in a good 20 minutes to a half hour. I actually use 2 of these wands at the same time, which cuts down on my treatment time. And I can also double up sometimes in a certain area. This is 800 watts. The Pro model is 1200 watts. And if you use 2 of these, let's say you're pointing at your liver, with 2 of these, you got 1600 watts combined. So 2 goes faster and can give you the power as needed. I have a stand that I put this on, and I could actually be, let's say, pointed at a certain section of my body while it's on the stand, and then treat with the other wand to also maybe point at the heart chakra. This does involve, this wand, a treatment protocol where you're treating the reflex points, the meridians, the chakras, and then you can dial in on organs and your injured areas, and also the lymphatic system. So it really requires somewhat of a body work understanding, but one can learn easily, and you can kind of go intuitively once you get into this. All righty. So for my neck, it took about 7 weeks for that consistent neck pain to diminish, and I was quite impressed. Now, I still do my other protocols. There's still structural issues in my neck, and I still do the fascia work with a rapid release. I use the tool I just showed you at the beginning of the video to do some shiatsu work, a little electroacupuncture. I sometimes am doing less of that using my traction devices that are in our neck videos. Alrighty, so if you have any questions regarding treating the neck, and please contact me, andrew@bluesywater.com, and please take a look at our comprehensive neck protocol. We're going to add this video into our neck playlist. Alrighty, thank you. Take care.